Welcome, I'm Jeanette, the Northern Coach. I'm so glad you're here with me today as I continue my series called Career Camp. It's very seasonally appropriate as we get into these early summer months. We're still in spring at the timing of this video, but going to camp is quite seasonally appropriate. And it's really important for your career too. So we're going to cover some fundamental topics. And the one I want to dive into today is, what do you put in your backpack? What's in your career backpack when you think about provisioning up for going to camp? And there's probably a number of things that we could talk about here, but I want to talk about two elements that I think, particularly given the ambiguity and uncertainty of today's career circumstances for so many. This is really a theme that I'm hearing from my career coaching clients. Really just how uncertain things are, how difficult it is to determine at this point what's a good next step forward. And so amongst the things that you would have in your career backpack that are important, I'm going to argue that these two elements are essential. The first element that is essential in your career backpack is adaptability. And adaptability really means this ability to change based on circumstances. And we know right now there are a lot of changing circumstances, really on an hourly and daily basis. Not that I'm suggesting you want to change your career on an hourly or daily basis. I'm just suggesting that in the backpack of elements that you take along with you in your career journey, this idea of adaptability, that you can change, that you have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, E, Z out there, should they become necessary, or if you want to pull different elements from them, that is a really strong element in your arsenal, so to speak, as you are out there pursuing your career options. So adaptability could look like knowing what your full set of skills are. There are the set of skills that you're utilizing currently, and they're comprised of technical skills and soft skills. So technical skills being, really your functional expertise in line of the work that you're doing. Soft skills being communication, it would be an example of that. Being a good team member, influence, all of those kind of things comprise your skills out there. So you want to think about adaptability being, how can you kind of shuffle those around to have that look at a variety of different careers. And often that means that we're shuffling some of those or relying more on some of the transferable soft skills, or the ones that are sort of adjacent to the core functional skills. So an example might be, perhaps you are utilizing quite a bit of project management or program management in your set of skills, and it's in a particular industry, a particular line of work. Well, that's a transferable skill that could be applied to something that is adjacent to the industry that you're currently applying that in. And if something should happen with, the competitiveness of being a part of your industry, maybe shifting over into a different line using those related skills would be an important asset. So adaptability, in terms of even how you look at, shuffling those skills around to make up various plans, is an important aspect. And the other critical element that I would argue belongs in your career backpack that is absolutely essential is resilience. And resilience goes right along with adaptability. So adaptability means, you can take these parts and pieces and put them together in a different way. Resilience is sort of the fuel to make that happen. So resilience is around your motivation, your energy level that keeps you scrappy even when things are challenging. I often think of a visual of resilience of a palm tree, which is designed by nature to be able to take, hurricane force winds, because the palm has that ability to bend when the winds are pushing it. And then when the winds subside, pop back into shape. That's the picture that I get of resilience. So along with the ability to adapt and come up with different plans, resilience gives you the fuel to withstand the storms as they come along and continue right along the path. So that's it for the elements of the career backpack that are absolutely essential. And what I'd like to offer to you is, if you'd like to take a closer look at what's in your career backpack, I'm happy to offer a free career strategy session. I will drop the link in the description box for scheduling. Again, it's free. We'll spend 45 minutes together and look at, what's needed in your career backpack more specifically, and how can you build upon that. All right, I hope you have a good week ahead, and I will be back again next week with another in the series of the Career Camp. Take care.